The cabin shook as a masked man fired a warning shot into the ceiling. Passengers screamed. Children cried. "Everyone sit down! Nobody moves!" the leader barked, waving his rifle. The pilots were forced out at gunpoint. The terrorists stormed the cockpit, threatening to crash the plane unless their demands were met. Panic spread through the cabin like wildfire. People prayed, cried, begged. But in the middle of that chaos, one woman. Seat 17A, she sat perfectly calm, unblinking, almost as if she knew this moment was coming. The pilot, escorted past her at gunpoint, locked eyes with her. He saw something in her expression, confidence, a silent message. "Don't give up. I've got this." The terrorists bark orders. They separate men and women, searching for security officers or military personnel. A bully-type terrorist humiliates a young mother, slapping her when she cries too loudly. The passengers are cowed into silence. The leader announces, "We control this plane. The world will watch." The calm woman is still, watching everything, hands steady on her lap, breathing slow. Nearby passengers whisper, confused, "Why isn't she scared?" A flight attendant faints, and while terrorists are distracted, the woman helps quietly, slipping a note to the attendant's hand. "Wait for my signal." A teenage boy whispers to her, "Are you not scared?" She leans close and whispers back, "Fear doesn't save lives." Plans do a terrorist notices her calmness. "You think this is funny, lady?" he shouts, grabbing her arm. The entire plane freezes, but she just looks him dead in the eyes and says in a steady American accent, "If you're smart, you'll keep your finger off that trigger, because you have no idea who you're talking to." The terrorist scoffs, pushes her back, but for the first time, doubt flickers in their ranks. Hours drag. Passengers despair. The plane enters restricted airspace. Fighter jets approach outside. Suddenly, a terrorist panics. "They'll shoot us down," he yells. The leader snarls at the pilots to keep flying. In that tension, the woman stands, calmly, slowly. "Sit down," a terrorist yells, pointing his gun. But she raises her voice for the first time, steady, commanding. "United States Delta Force, Counterterrorism Division, badge in my boot. You just hijacked the wrong flight." Gasps erupt from the passengers. Even the pilot stares in shock. That calm, quiet woman, a Delta Force legend. She starts giving coded instructions. To the pilot, "When I move, bank hard right." To the flight attendant, "Kill the cabin lights when I say storm." To passengers, "Stay low. Cover your ears when I shout." The terrorists laugh at her. One woman against all of us? She just smiles coldly. That's all it takes. Suddenly she moves. Fast. She slams her tray table upward into one terrorist's stomach, twists his arm, and disarms him before anyone blinks. "Now!" she yells. The plane banks hard right, throwing terrorists off balance. Lights go out. Chaos in the dark. Gunshots fire wildly, but she's already in motion, a ghost in the aisle. In seconds, she drops two men with hand-to-hand combat, while passengers restrain others with belts and cables. Finally, she storms the cockpit, breaking a terrorist's wrist and knocking the leader unconscious with his own rifle. The passengers erupt in cheers and tears as the pilot regains control. Fighter jets escort the plane safely down. When they land, the media swarms. Everyone wants to know the name of the mysterious woman, but as cameras flash, she simply salutes the pilot and walks past the crowd, disappearing into a black SUV. The news headline later reads, "Unidentified woman saves flight from terrorists." Rumors say she was Delta Force. The bullied passengers will never forget her. The calmest woman on the plane was the deadliest one there. Would you have trusted the calm woman on that flight, or thought she was crazy? Comment Delta if you think she was the bravest of them all.